Welcome to Law of Religion, where we explore thought-provoking questions about faith. Today's question is, if the Quran is the word of God, why do Muslims follow the Hadiths, which is the word of men? When considering this topic, we find that Sunni Muslims often reference the Hadiths when discussing obedience to the Messenger. However, there is no mention in the Quran of a compilation of books after it that we must believe or read to follow the Messenger. This idea is purely speculative. Furthermore, if the Prophet PBUH had authorized the compilation of the Hadiths and affirmed their truth in the Quran, there might be a valid argument. But this is also based on speculation and hearsay. In my view, it's logical to adhere solely to the Quran, as the Prophet himself followed nothing but what was revealed to him in it. The problem arises when men create a theology of writings, attributing statements to the Prophet through a chain of people. It becomes impossible to trust with absolute certainty whether these accounts accurately reflect the words of the Prophet. The Quran itself suggests that any other book not from Allah would contain contradictions. So why did scholars develop the science of Hadiths? It seems they did so to address the numerous contradictions found within them. There are instances where Hadiths clearly violate the teachings of the Quran. By relying on the Hadiths as the sole source of guidance, we are essentially trusting that these men never lied, made mistakes, or could be wrong. Personally, I choose to place my trust in Allah rather than infallible human beings. I firmly believe that the Quran is fully detailed and encompasses everything we need for our faith and for mankind. It provides instructions for Salat, Zakat, fasting, wudu, and Hajj. All of these practices are explicitly mentioned in the Quran. It's easy for me to obey the Messenger by following what was revealed to him in the Quran itself. However, it seems that many have departed from the Quran as the sole source of God's law, placing their trust in the judgment of men. There are several other arguments on this topic, but I believe this makes the point I wanted to express. I am confident in my position. As the Quran reminds us, when asked to come to what Allah has sent down and to the Messenger, some people say what we found our forefathers committed to is quite enough for us. But isn't it true that their ancestors were void of guidance and lacked knowledge? Thank you for joining me. Stay tuned for more discussions on the law of religion.